production. It's Varsity Week on Sale of the Century, and our contestants will win a large screen TV, a pair of motor scooters, and a mini boat. One of them will win the grand prize, this fabulous Jeep, and a trip to the Summer Olympics in Seoul, Korea. It's Varsity Week on Sale of the Century. And now, here's the star of the show, Jim Perry.
Hello there. Thank you. Thank you very much. And enthusiastic group again today. I hope you're enthusiastic and enjoyed Varsity Week, first show, as much as I did. We've got 3 more delightful young people coming out as Varsity Week continues. And here to introduce them, Summer Bartholomew. Hello there. Thank you. Just tuck my way around the corner here.
This contestant is a varsity volleyball player from Northbridge, California. Please welcome Tim Luke.
Hello, Tim.
And she's a varsity cheerleader from Torrance, California. Here's Heather Kramer.
Heather.
And he's a defensive line football player from North Hollywood, California. Big hand to Jason Wiley.
Hello there, Jason. So, see you later with some boys. Thank you. Let's get acquainted here. Tim, your sport is what in school?
It's volleyball, Jim, and I'm a setter for the High-Flying Eagles of Chaminade High School in West Hills, California.
All right, I got to be proud of you being down here today, Tim. Good to have you here. Heather, a cheerleader, yes?
That's right, Jim. I'm a varsity cheerleader at Notre Dame Academy in West LA. Go Regals!
All right, nice to have you here as well. And Jason, you are the football player in the group.
That's right, Jim. I play defensive end at Village Christian High School, home of the Crusaders, and I'm just really glad to be here.
Well, we're delighted to have you and all 3 of you here. All right, $20 starts you all off. We'll get you all ready to get into the match with this question. What recent movie told the story of rock and roller Richie Valens? Tim?
La Bamba.
You got it, beating every one of the buzzers. Tim gets his first 5 on the plus side. In high school athletics, what kind of secondary sports team is known by the initials JV? Tim?
Junior varsity.
2 in a row for Tim. He's at 30. What color do you get if you combine red and blue? Heather?
Purple.
Purple is right, and Heather gets her first 5. According to the old saying, out of sight, out of Heather?
Mine.
And you've tied Tim for the lead. You're right again. What restaurant uses a TV commercial which features a quarter moon singing Mac? Tim?
McDonald's.
Mac tonight? It is indeed McDonald's. And Tim, with that 5, goes back into the lead. Great time to go into the lead. Time for do some bargain. Player in the lead can buy bargain merchandise. Tim, that's you. First opportunity to buy a varsity setter. Oh, he might like this.
Tim, when school starts next fall, you can show off your tan and a great new bod with Gold's Gym. Fitness workout apparel and shoes, nutritional supplements, and membership certificate to help keep you healthy, trim, and in style. Furnished by Gold's Gym. It's normally priced at $500, but today on Sale of the Century, it yours for only $5.
So, a $500 membership to Gold's Gym for just the value of 1 question, Tim. What do you think?
I sure could use those.
All right, that would be great. $500 workout, great for that. And that's just 5. Buy it, you'd be in a tie with Heather. If you wanted to work out at Gold's Gym, $500 worth, I'll give you $100 to buy some towels to work out the sweat with. Going once for 5. Gonna buy. Enjoy that. Sales surprise goes with it, Tim. Way to go. No, well done. So you've got a $500 membership at the gym, $100 of my money, and as a surprise, an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $600 more in cash. $700 in cash, $500 membership. $1,200 bargain for the value of a question. No, see, now you know why we call a Sale of the Century, Tim.
Yeah.
Cost you just 5. We'll knock it off. You and Heather in a tie. This young actor plays an aspiring writer who goes to boot camp in the hit film Biloxi Blues. Tim. Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick couldn't come up with it. You lose 5. And now Heather's got the lead. Speaking of Matthew Broderick, in what hit comedy film did he play hooky from school? Jason.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes, indeed. And Jason gets his first 5 to 25. Tying Tim for second place. What word means a lot in life, but literally nothing in tennis? Heather.
Love.
Love it is. And Heather gets a $10 lead. Well, talking of $10 money card up on the board as we play the fame game with a lot of information about a famous thing. You'll get control of the board by identifying that thing, players. I am a prime-time television show that deals with a family learning to reevaluate and understand their new relationships. In my ongoing story, the wife and mother has returned to work after 15 years as a homemaker, while the husband and father has moved his psychiatric practice into the home. Tim.
Growing pains?
That's right. Growing pains it is. And Tim gets control of the board. $10 money card.
It's behind number 7.
The lights are flashing. We lock into your buzzer. If you hit that 10, you tie Heather for the lead. Tim, good luck.
$10 money card right now.
No, the other corner, number 3, and Tim gets...
It's luggage. Ricardo Beverly Hills features casual sophistication with textured ballistic grade nylon. Fully lined luggage with leather trim, furnished by Ricardo Beverly Hills.
$350 worth of luggage, Tim. You won that trip to the Olympics. You'd have the luggage for the trip. We'll tell you more about that trip to the Olympics, and we'll continue with the match right after this commercial timeout.
You can win over $20,000. Sensational!
I'm going to press my luck.
You are going to have a wonderful time.
They will come back and they're going to play off, and somebody, one of our nice young people, is going to get a trip for 2 to the Summer Olympics plus that beautiful Jeep. So there is a lot at stake as Varsity Week continues, and I know they're enjoying it out at KTVB in Boise, Idaho. They're celebrating 35 years with NBC on July 12th. Congratulations. Let's get back. Heather enjoys a $10 lead over the gentleman, and we're back with this. What name is given to the Middle Eastern bread with a pocket for filling? Tim.
Pita.
Pita is right. Tim back in the second place at 30. What pop singer stars in the Disneyland adventure Captain EO? Tim.
Michael Jackson.
You've tied Heather for the lead. Michael Jackson it is. What entertaining machine comes in beta and VHS? Tim.
A videotape recorder.
Our VCR videotape recorder. You're right, then by 5. Tim goes back into the lead. Owls are usually described as nocturnal. Tim.
Wise.
No, as nocturnal birds because they're most active when? At night. And you lose 5 down to 35. And that puts you and Heather in a tie now with an instant bargain. Heather or Tim, only one of you can have this when you hear the low sale of the century price. Hit your buzzer, and for one of you, this is yours.
Tim or Heather, this prize will help you when it's time to hit the books. Broyhill's massive roll-top desk, constructed of oak solids and oak veneer. It features several drawers, letter file compartments, and a locked file drawer. Furnished by Broyhill. It's normally priced at $959, but today on Sale of the Century, it's just for only $11.
Beautiful dress. Tim, Heather, could one of you maybe use a beautiful desk?
Most definitely.
All right. Well, then we can talk. $959 if you bought it in the store. But here it's going to cost you $10? $5? 10 for 5. Enjoy that beautiful desk, almost $1,000 desk, for the value of the question. And Tim adds to his already considerable total. A beautiful desk will knock the 5 off, gives Heather the lead. And here's a question for the 3 of you. In what popular comic strip would you find 2 little kids named Lucy and Linus Van Pelt? Jason.
Peanuts.
Peanuts is right. Jason ties Tim for second place. One question separates the players. What hot little item does the Statue of Liberty hold in her, Tim?
A torch.
That's the hot little item, holding a torch. You've tied Heather again, yes. Most libraries arrange their books according to which decimal system? Tim?
The Dewey Decimal System.
Yes, indeed, and Tim back into the lead with 2 in a row. What popular horror film has had a whole string of sequels? Tim?
Friday the 13th.
Including the final chapter in Jason Lives? Yeah, Friday the 13th it is. Good anticipation that time, and Tim adds to his lead. Well, talking about the horror movies, I know a lot of the young people like the horror films. They're popular with the fans, but some of the movie critics not quite as well. One critic summed up in a review a recent horror movie by saying, quote, "It is the story of a little girl forced to grow up with a mother who can't act." That's cruel. We'll be right back. Young people playing the game very well. Tim is the lead right now at 45, Heather at 35, Jason at 30, $15 separating the players, $15 money card up on the board. Back to the fame game and a famous thing. I am an automobile that set a record when more than 15 million of my most popular model were produced. By the time production of that model finished, more than 19 million had been sold. In 1980, another of my models, the Golf, was the best-selling car in Austria. Tim.
Volkswagen?
Volkswagen is right, beating Jason at the buzzer, and Tim is right for control of the board. $15 mini card wear.
Behind the number 8.
Got 2 of them to shoot for. You can add to your lead there, Tim. Good luck.
Come on, $15 money card right now.
No, lands on number 4, and this time Tim gets...
It's golf clubs. Pin Seeker's set of custom-made golf clubs, including stainless steel woods with matching radius sole irons and a deluxe staff bag, furnished by Pin Seeker.
You play golf, Tim?
Yes, I do.
You did? Well, I was going to say, this will help you a lot because it is $1,000 worth of golf clubs, and they are yours.
Oh.
Now, let's get back with the 3 of you in this. From the Greek word for sun comes the name of a lightweight, colorless gas that's used to fly balloons. Jason.
Helium.
Helium. Helos. You're right. You go to 35. Flying Heather for second. According to the title of the TV comedy, Mark Lynn Baker and Bronson Pinchot. Jason? They are distant cousins who end up being perfect...
Strangers.
Strangers, yeah, perfect strangers. Cost you 5. Couldn't come up with it. In what kiddie book would you read about 3 little darlings, Wendy, John, and Michael? Heather.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is right, and Heather to 40, yes. But Tim, you have the lead with the instant cash. 2 boxes have $100 bills in them. That's not bad. But one of those boxes, and it'll be this all through Varsity Week, is worth $2,000. Plus the amount of your lead if you want to go for it. Tim, you have a $5 lead over Heather. That's all it would cost you is $5 for a chance at $2,000. Sure help with the college fund, I would suspect. Going once? Yes, indeed. We'll knock the 5 off. Tim, good luck. We want you to hit it now. You and Heather in the tie. Which box are you buying for $5?
Well, my volleyball jersey number's number 2, so I think I'll go with number 2.
All right, sticking with his jersey number. I hope you're right because it's $2,000 if you
Good
are.
luck,
Tim,
Tim.
open it up.
$2,000.
$2,000 in cash. Well, congratulations, Tim. That's not bad. Both coming out, huh?
Yes, sure was.
Tim's got himself $2,000. We'll be back to continue Varsity Week right after this commercial timeout. Here we go. High School in Northridge, California. Tim, is that when you opened that up with $2,000? Is that the most money you've ever opened up at one time and held?
It sure was.
Well, we're happy for you and your family. I know who came down to root for you. They're happy for you too. Congratulations. So Tim and Heather now on a tie at 40, and Jason just 10 behind. It is anybody's match. How many lines of poetry make up a quatrain? Tim?
4.
You're back into the lead by 5, Tim. Yes. The first words spoken on the telephone were, "Watson, come here, I want you," said by the man who invented that. Tim?
Alexander Graham Bell.
That's who invented the telephone, and Tim enjoys a $10 lead. At a graduation ceremony, what do we call the student who traditionally gives, Tim?
The valedictorian.
The farewell speech. That is exactly right. The valedictorian it is. Final fame game. All 3 money cards up there on the board. We're looking for a famous thing. I am a sport that has been called rounders, town ball, the Massachusetts game, since the 1699s, when something like me originated in England. My present form began in the United States in the mid-1800s. It has since spread to such countries as Italy, Japan, and South America. Some credit me to Abner Doubleday. Tim?
Baseball.
Baseball is right, beating Jason at the buzzer, and Tim gets control. $25 money card. Where, son?
Number 1.
Well, you can add to your lead there, Tim, as we lock in. Good luck.
Let's go $25 money card right now.
No, up the middle, number 5, and Tim gets...
It's a telescope. Bushnell's Banner Astro Telescope. The recting lens system converts telescope to terrestrial use. 800-millimeter focal length, slow motion controls, and wooden tripod. Furnished by Bushnell.
Have a beautiful prize, Tim, and that is yours to keep. You still have the lead as we finish up the match with the speed round. May I have 60 seconds on the clock? Looking at the score, Tim now at 55, Heather at 40, Jason at 30. Good luck to all 3 of you as we start the speed round now. On a deck of cards, what's suit is symbolized by a clover leaf? Heather.
Clubs.
Right. Which president is known as the father of our country? Tim.
Washington.
Right. Which sign of the zodiac takes its name from the Latin word for bull? Heather.
Taurus.
Right. On what special holiday do you get romantic cards, hearts, and cupids? Tim.
Valentine's Day.
Right. If something is unattainable, you might refer to it as pie in the... Heather?
Sky?
Right. What city serves as the capital of California? Tim.
Sacramento.
Right. In a letter, what did the initials PS stand? Tim.
Postscript.
Right. In the beloved Disney film, what kind of creatures are Lady and the Tramp? Heather.
Dogs.
Right. What's the famous nickname of basketball star Erwin Johnson? Tim.
Magic.
Right. Proverbially speaking, when the cat's away, who will play? Tim.
The mice.
Right. On what TV show does Sherman Hemsley play the role of feisty Deacon Fry? Tim.
Amen.
Yes. In what galaxy is the Earth located? Heather.
Milky Way.
Right. In what country would you dine on native dishes called yakitori? And time is up. Tim has won it. Congratulations. Tim Luke, the champion. He's already picked up a lot. We'll be back with the champion in a moment. First of all, to wrap up, time ran out. The country where you would dine on native dishes, yakitori and teriyaki, I was going to say, that is Japan. I didn't get a chance to finish. The Deacon Fry is played by Sherman Hemsley on Amen. You're exactly right. And proverbially speaking, if I could have only said it right, you did indeed say it right. The mice will play and when the cat's away. I have to say goodbye to Heather and Jason. And Heather, oh, gee, it was all Tim with picking up prizes there, Heather. So, but you do have the cash in front of you. And we have some very nice parting gifts for the young people, I must say. I think you will enjoy those. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I've had a nice time.
Good luck with your future ambitions. And Jason, same thing with you. You've got the cash in front of you, and we do have some lovely parting gifts that we've tailored for all of the young people on Varsity Week. Thank you. Good luck as you go through life as well. Appreciate it. But Tim Loop has already picked up a lot. He has a great total, and he's going to right now add a prize for winning the match. Tim, we'll call your attention up here. 4 numbers. We gave away a couple of motor scooters on the last show. What are you going to win this time?
Well, I have 3 brothers, so I think I'll go with number 3.
Number 3, and that means for winning the match, first thing Tim gets is a boat. Oh, this is sensational. The whole family is going to enjoy this. John, tell them about it.
For waves of summertime fun, the sporty Sea Bike is the exciting water toy for young and old alike. Used for cruising, fishing, skiing, or racing. The Sea Bike, furnished by Leisure Tech. This prize is worth $6,525.
I told you that was a goodie. That is lovely. Tim, you will enjoy that. Now, Tim is going to try to add a small matter of $5,000 as he plays the winner's big money game. Come on, Tim. We were all admiring that boat back there. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You've got a great total. Come on up here. Well, Tim, you've already picked up a lot, so you're off the hook. You can relax now. You're going just for fun for $5,000.
A lot of money.
Well, we'll try for that lot of money with which envelope, Tim?
Well, since my sweater's red, I think I'll go with the red envelope.
All right. All we ask you to do now is solve 4 puzzles in 20 seconds, and that $5,000 is yours. Clock starts when the first word of each puzzle is revealed. It stops when you hit that plunger to give me an answer. And as soon as you know it, hit that plunger right away and stop it. And, of course, you've got to give me an answer immediately. Ready to go?
Yeah.
20 seconds on the clock. We're all with you now, Tim. And the first puzzle starts now. Cartoon. Series. Featured. Fred, yes?
The Flintstones.
That's right. Wilma Barney, you did that nicely done. Good job. Jumped right in there with that first good fact on Fred. That's your first correct answer. You're a little bit ahead. Stay on that pace, and you've got it. Let's take a look at the next puzzle. Now, traditional Hawaiian dance. Yes?
Hula.
That's right. Features grass skirt. You waited a moment, but you are still ahead. You're about 11 seconds now at the halfway mark. So again, stay on that pace, and you've got yourself $5,000. Got to get them before that clock hits 00. Good luck as we take a look at the next puzzle. Now, biblical hero killed. Yes?
David.
Goliath with a sling. Yes. David it is. 7 seconds left. If you know it, I think you've got it, Tim. The fingers are crossed now. Let's take a look at the next puzzle for $5,000. Now, colorful road led Dorothy, yes?
The Yellow Brick Road.
For $5,000. Yes, indeed. There you go, Tim. Well, we thought the 2,000 was a lot. How do you feel about 5?
This is great.
Congratulations. Well, thank you. What a sensational day you have had, Tim Luke. He's got the boat. He's got over 7,000 in cash. We'll add it all up. It is a sensational total. We'll be back with Tim right after this commercial timeout. Attaboy, Tim.
We're Pet Lover Shop.
Hi, I'm looking for some advice on what to feed our new puppy.
Aw, let's find him something he'll love.
Mom, the puppy peed. And he seems to think my house is his bathroom.
We carry some great potty pads that I can add to your cart.
Perfect. Would you be able to help us set up his crate?
Of course. Let's walk through it together.
You're a lifesaver.
We're here for you. Food, toys, treats, and answers are all just a click away. Save 30% on your first order today at Chewy.com.
Well, we are back with Tim Luke and the entire Luke family. Tim, you want to introduce the rest of the family? Who's that up there on the boat with
This
you?
is my little brother, Tom. This is my mom, Joanne, my brother, John, and my dad, Al.
Al, you got to be proud of them over there, Al. They did very well. Are you, Tim, you going to take the entire family out on the boat now?
Of course.
Now, Tim, it's not over for you. With everything else that you've picked up, Tim will be back at the end of Varsity Week, and he will be eligible. He'll be one of the 5 eligible for that trip for 2 to the Summer Olympics, plus that Jeep. And Tim will be back. Would you like to tell us what you got for one day, Tim, at the top of that card?
$17,344.
And Varsity Week continues next time on Sail of the Century. Bye for now. That's an incredible day, Tim. That's an incredible day.
Tale of the Century stars Jim Perry. This is Don Morrow speaking. Sale of the Century is a Reg Grundy production.